you going? I'm Francine from the Bodhi Tree Health and Wellness Coach.com.au, and I'm going to share some information about our great oils that we've blended together for you. They're all based on the tarot cards. So today I'm going to talk about 4 of the oils that we've got out of the 78, just to give you an idea of how they function and why we chose to use them with the tarot cards. So basically everything is an energy, and the aromatherapy oils do amazing work just on their own with the vibration that when you inhale or you absorb them through the energy of the plants, you get some results that are, favorable to your well-being. And they do work really well, especially the organic Australian ones that I use. I prefer to use organic Australian for obvious reasons. And so the 4 I chose to do today is, one is based on Judgment, and that's the Judgment card in the Major Arcana cards. So, and you'll see how this works basically when I explain it to you. So the Judgment card is based on coming to crossroads and trying to make a decision on which way to go. Usually it's a calling to tell you that you're up for a life-changing moment or time in your lifeline, and it usually encounters getting in touch with your spiritual self and your higher self, and trying to find your higher self to make the decisions you need to make. So how I use the oils with that is I choose the oils that the vibration works on the same level. So I've used cedarwood for Judgment, and I've used the base oil, which is I'm pretty sure it's jojoba that I've used. I've got to check that one just to be sure. As you can see, this is not pre-rehearsed. Anyway, so yes, I use juniper oil, and the reason I use juniper oil because it is really good for calming and easing stress, and it is used for meditation and prayer. So as we're tapping into our higher self, it would be a good idea to be able to do that through meditation and just tuning in. I also use the coconut oils that I use in this one. And so it's great. Coconut oil is great if you want to rub it into the soles of your feet when you go to bed at night. Well, most oils are anyway, but I do like the coconut oil for that reason. And yeah, so then you get it seeping through your skin of your feet into your bloodstream. It's also good. You can spray it on. These are spray bottles, so you can use them as daily wear as you go about your daily activities. Or you might just want to wear it around the house. It's just all up to you. But once it goes onto your skin, obviously, it's going to go into your bloodstream once again and into your well-being. The oils will then go through your skin into your bloodstream and be carried around the body and become available to the parts of the body and the mind as it's required. Mostly though, the oils work a lot better through olfactory. So I have to say that they're very good with olfactory, because it goes through your nose into the back of your brain, and that's where you have the most benefit. But blood does work. So anyway, also rose oil is good for clearing physiological and psychological problems you may have. And so what rose oil does is it creates dopamines through your brain cells, and it's been found through research that the dopamines release and uplift our brain, and also the endorphins in your brain through research has been proven once again that it helps you get that feel-good moment by the brain releasing endorphins once it gets a hit of the rose oil. And another one that I use with this is cedarwood. The reason I use cedarwood is once again because it is very cleansing to the spirit improves the cerebral activity of the brain, and enhances concentration, which is what we're needing when we're sitting and contemplating the direction we're going in. So that's the Judgment oil. So I've chosen 3 other oils. One is the Four of Swords, which I've blended with jojoba oil, and that's jojoba, lemon, and bergamot. So this is used for meditation, to find introspection once again, and spiritual counseling. So, and also to have faith in yourself and your abilities as a person to be intuitive, which we all are if we tap into it and release a lot of our baggage to begin with. The lemon oil will help fight the exhaustion you probably feel, or if you're having any sort of like down moments, which is really why we're trying to find our spiritual counseling and introspection. Reduces anxiety and uplifts you. Bergamot increases your positive mindset and alleviates stress as well. Although I have to say, some of these oils are not too good with the pregnant people or people with medical problems. So if you do have medical problems, it's probably a good idea before you purchase any oils, including mine, to just do some research and make sure that it's not going to be any contraindication to you. Or you can even ask me yourself prior to purchasing, and then I can advise you. Okay, now the Four of Pentacles is about hoarding. Now, hoarding and stinginess are usually created because a person has anxiety or feels like they are going to they have insecurities about loss or fear of lack. And it also could be because a person may have ADHD or may have related small, minute amounts of ADHD, OCD, and OCPD. That's why they hoard. And so there's usually a mental reason. So with hoarding and stinginess, which is the Four of Pentacles, and the feelings of isolation, I've used the base oil, which is jojoba, because it's a nice soft base oil, and lavender for calming, relaxing, and tranquility, to soothe the mind, and eucalyptus oil once again for calming, because eucalyptus oil is very good at assisting you just to calm and be in the moment, and grapefruit to help balance your mood and reduce your stress level, and that will help. The blend together will help release any tenseness and uplift you. And once again, eucalyptus is also a good purifier of thought. Yeah, and it's very clarifying too, so you'll really like that one. Now, actually I didn't include any swords in this little clip, so I'll have to remember to put some swords in the next one. Apologies for all the sword people that like to know that relate to the tarots and the sword cards. So the Ten of Cups, I've used jojoba oil and coconut oil. I've blended them together, and lemon, myrtle, and tangerine. Now, with the Ten of Cups, it's always about blissful relationships. Maybe we're looking for that contentment and happiness of bliss, or we're trying to end sorrows and hard times and refocus our direction to a more blissful contented time and happiness in relationships, or just in our way forward. So lemon myrtle is a release stress. A lot of the oils do release stress. Once you get a whiff, you're pretty well. I mean, don't have a lot of whiffs before bed, because I can guarantee you, when I've blended these oils before bed, I've been like up and up and up and up and jumping around and bouncing around. So don't do like me and spend half a night blending oils and then can't sleep because you're too uplifted. All right, anyway, so yeah, so lemon myrtle is an uplifter as well. It does release stress and is also a purifier. And it helps with weakness and loss and brings clarity. Tangerine is also happiness. It's a happiness oil. So it makes you feel cheerful, playful, and yeah, it's definitely a creative oil. So if you're needing to be creative cheerful and playful. Tangerine will do that for you, and that is part of being in the Ten of Cups. So I hope these help, and you can find any of the oils at www.bodhitreehealthandwellnesscoach.com.au, and you can also contact me there for any questions about contraindications, or if you need me to pick a card for you to help you in the direction you feel you're lacking but you're not sure you're missing something. Yeah, just give me a hoy. I'm on email and I'm on phone. You can text me. Anyway, probably best to text or email. Phone calls, I'm always running around somewhere. So, yeah, contact me that way. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time.